Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today we got another video. This is an anime. They are forced to live together as a married couple. Imagine me and you. I'm talking to the females out there. All right. But this is by Annie Blaze. It was released 2 days ago. Okay, let's go.
Jiro is a lonely gamer at school that everyone knows as Virgin
Lonely
Kun.
gamer is
What a
so
violation that
shit.
is. A pack of girls come up to him, and Akari tells him that he's in the way, moving him aside. Jiro hates the way she acts, thinking that he never wants to ever deal with her as she treats him like another outcast. They go to class, and Shiori, his crush, is excited for this marriage practical. The teacher explains that starting now, each student will be randomly paired with a partner who they will pretend to be married to and must be the best spouse to get the highest rank. Ain't gonna lie, I wish my school had this program. Jiro thinks that only good things can happen. Apparently only bad things happen. He is matched up with Akari, and she is extremely mad to be with him. She has an extreme crush on a boy named
Well, that sucks. End of life. I'm playing. Alright, let's see. We'll see if our boy gets in love with her. I don't know how old these characters are, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Akari, and she is extremely mad to be with him. She has an extreme crush on a boy named Tenjin, and acts all nice to him while she couldn't care less about how Jiro feels. Jiro confesses that he also hates this pairing, as he had a girl in mind. Akari guesses that it must be Shiori, and thinks that he is extremely easy to read. She tells him there's no way she would be with him, and they get into an argument. Their ranking pointer ticks down from 0 to -3. Akari yells at him to start getting along with her so they could reach I rank and switch partners. He didn't know about this, but Akari explains to him that people who get to I rank can switch partners after a month of being together. He realizes that getting that high of a score will involve him and her pretending to be a very good couple, and he thinks that would be dangerous. She asks him what he's so embarrassed about, and if they act good together, they will definitely succeed. She whispers in his ear that she will be the perfect wife for him, and that she's counting on him. After that interaction, the rank goes up, but Jiro is too much of an anime protagonist and decides to walk away. After he leaves, Akari is sitting sadly as she
Little bitch nugget.
doesn't want any girl to take Tenjin away from her. Jiro goes to get a drink, and sees that his crush is paired up with Akari's crush, and he hears them saying they are happy to be together. He runs home sadly and turns into a stone statue. Akari mocks him by calling him a killjoy, and that he doesn't stand a chance against Tenjin if he will be sitting and moping around. He tells her he is very sad, and Akari then decides to be very nice to him. She tells him that she actually wants to be a good wife for him, because if they take this seriously, they can both get the happy ending and get practice for when they're with the person they love. She holds his face, telling him that being sad and mopey won't get him anywhere. Jiro's friend rings the doorbell, and Jiro is ready to leave. She tells him that he shouldn't leave while they have negative points, so he should give her a goodbye kiss. His friend keeps banging the doorbell. Akari makes fun of him by calling him and his friend Vreems. He holds her face and leans in, kissing her. Jiro blushes as he walks away, and Akari didn't mean for him to kiss her on the lips. Jiro dreams of Shiori waking him up with a kiss. He gets banged in the head, and Akari asks him what he means by "kiss me." Jiro doesn't remember how he fell asleep there, but remembers how good his kiss with her felt. At school, the teacher tells him to meet her at the office with
Honestly, for y'all young kids, bro, out there, bro, and all the teen, I don't mean young kids. I mean like 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Man, when you experience a kiss with somebody you actually like care about, bro, it's God sent. All right, now let me shut the hell up, bro. Thinking about my ex bitches.
with Akari. He looks outside and sees Shiori hugging Tenjin. He pretends he's upset all class to beg for attention, but Shiori doesn't say anything to him. He begins imagining Shiori with Tenjin, and begins crying. When school ends, Jiro forgot his umbrella, and the boys talk about their gacha games, and Akari
So this nigga is crying in class, bro. Get up, bro. Stop, bro.
Akari comes in interrupting, telling Jiro that she will be late today as she will be at a cafe with her friends and Tenjin will be there. He remembers that the teacher told them to meet at the office, so Akari tells him to take care of it alone and leaves. Jiro complains, saying it's the worst day ever. The teacher tells him that his grade hasn't moved up or down in 2 weeks, and if he is at the lowest rank, he won't be able to graduate if they keep failing to earn points like this. Akari flirts with Tenjin at the karaoke bar, but Jiro is still sitting and waiting for the rain to stop since he doesn't have an umbrella. He thinks about how Akari is likely having so much more fun with her actual crush. Chill with the imagination, bro. I don't want my video to be demonetized.
So this dude, if you really think about it, bro, in like real life terms, not like anime, where the guy's like, oh no, I don't want to fuck. And the girl's like, oh no, I don't want to fuck. She's smashing this dude while he's doing everything. While he's going to the teacher's office. That's fucked up.
Shiori comes in from behind him and asks to sit next to him. She also forgot her umbrella and hugs onto Jiro's arm. She tells him that she hugged him because she was scared of the bug. But it was just a drawing, and Jiro realizes that she only hugged Tenjin because she was probably scared of a bug too. Jiro calls her formally by her last name, but she tells him that she hates it and wants him to call her by her first name like he used to. Jiro doesn't understand why she wants this. Prince Charming comes to interrupt and tells her that he will walk her home because she doesn't have an umbrella. Akari waits outside in the rain. She comes in later and decides to walk home with him under the umbrella. Along the way, she complains about having to walk with him because she would have wanted to walk with Tenjin. Jiro apologizes.
She's a bitch. She is an asshole. What?
And she asks him if he has any real intention to get his girl. She pinches his cheek and tells him that he shouldn't give up for both of their sakes.
She's a cute girl though. I think she's cuter than the other one. I'm not gonna lie. But she's just not a good personality from what we're hearing from this robot anime guy.
To get his girl. She pinches his cheek and tells him that he shouldn't give up for both of their sakes. They walk together and she tells him that she is hungry. He asks her if she wants to go to a convenience store and she says that she doesn't. She makes him real omelet rice at home and begins pouring ketchup on the rice. She tells him that he has to move slowly and that he shouldn't let it spurt out too quickly. He eats her food and thinks that it is extremely good. He takes a spoonful and attempts to feed her. She says there's no chance of doing it. He tells her that he will never do it again, so she gets up and eats it.
Ooh,
Jiro walks outside with his phone and is extremely flustered. Neither of them get it. Shiori bangs on Jiro's door and calls out his name. He sees her waiting outside in the rain. She asks to stay with him. He leans in for a kiss but hears Akari's voice along with banging. She tells him to come and hurry up. She comes in and hugs him, telling him that she wants him to stay with her for the night. The woman approaches an insect-looking thing, and it happens to be a demon. Akari screams that she is scared. She tells him that she is doing this because someone told her that watching horror movies together allows her to get a lot of points. Jiro turns off the TV, telling her that this is meaningless. She tells him she is doing this so they can achieve the highest rank and switch partners. She tells him that she has another idea. She bought him pajamas and tells him to twin with her. She tells him to wear this so they can get more points. Jiro doesn't understand why Akari has been acting over the top since she went out for karaoke with Tenjin that night. He thinks something happened between them, but pretends like he doesn't care. She tells him to face the other way so she can change. He decides that since she isn't...
Oh, I feel so bad for him. He acts like he doesn't care. Yeah, we all care, dude. Even if she's not really your bitch. You know, I mean, just respect a nigga. We living in the same household, shorty. I'm playing.
Hesitating that he will also change in front of her. Lightning comes in and the electricity cuts out. Jiro can't see anything, and Akari jumps on top of him. He feels massive plot developing on his plot, and more developing on his chest. The counter goes up. Jiro realizes that Akari is actually really scared. He grabs his phone and turns the light on, seeing her crying with the lights off. She gets mad that he saw her crying. He attempts to open his room.
Bro, when I see women like that I'm dating crying, bro, for some odd reason in my mind, I just laugh. Or if somebody's crying really crazily, bro, I laugh. I try to hold it in. I usually hold it in, but I don't even know. It's half and half. Like, I try not to laugh, bro, because I cry like horrible. Like, my cry is like the worst, bro. I'm like, no, it's not there. Like, I can't cry in front of anybody. But yeah, I tend to laugh. Good on him for not laughing. Good guy.
Her crying with the lights off. She gets mad that he saw her crying. He attempts to open his room's door, but he can't open it. They were given rooms that use fingerprint scanners to make sure that each person can have their own privacy and enter only when given permission. Jiro is unable to fix it and thinks that Akari doesn't think much of him, although he doesn't mind if he gets to see her like this. She is pressed up against him and tells him to say something fun. She tells him that no girl would like him if he can't come up with any good story or joke. Jiro begins horrifying Akari by telling her an old scary legend about an old couple that would never ever go near a well. There was a legend that next to this well on stormy nights with lightning, a ghost of a woman would appear next to it. He stops, realizing that Akari closed her ears and that she is actually very scared. She calls him a vermin and virgin. He apologizes for scaring her so much. She then says that there's no one else here and holds his hand. She asks if she could just depend a little on him, and he begins to think she's cute. He stops himself, realizing that he just got into a close call. Akari found a flameless candle next to her that she got from her friend at school. They spend time next to each other.
Hey, Watanabe? You're cute.
Hold up, what did I just say?
And realizes that he just confessed. He wonders if she heard him, but luckily she's asleep. He speaks out loud, thinking that she's so cute even when she's asleep. He tells her goodnight, and when he's asleep, Akari wonders what he meant, as she heard everything he just said. The grades of the first 2 weeks are finally out, and all of Jiro's friends are doing great. Akari comes to look at the board and sees that they are still E rank, the lowest one.
They must be clapping shit, because this nigga's been on E rank for a while. His homies must be just taking it, you know, like, oh my gosh.
Jiro kept worrying about Shiori, knowing
that girl in the back looks scared
and sees that they are still E rank, the lowest one. Jiro kept
she looks scared. Are they okay?
Worrying about Shiori, knowing that she hasn't been doing that well with Tenjin either. But no matter how hard he worked together with Akari, none of it would matter if Shiori and Tenjin don't make it to I rank. Jiro gets a text from Akari while he is sick, remembering that she left him to hang out with her friends while he is sick. He wonders if Shiori would have been kind and looked after him. He wishes Akari would come early for him even if it was just pretend marriage. The doorbell rings, and he gets excited thinking Akari came home. Shiori is standing outside the door. Akari sits with her friends, but appears to be dozing off. Her friends bet that she was thinking of Tenjin, and say that the pancakes are supposed to have the same texture as a real kiss. Akari remembers the kiss she had with Jiro, and tells them that they are.
I hope she didn't smash the other dude, bruh. But you know anime's not gonna add real shit into it, bruh. But if she didn't, bro, good on her. Ow. But good on her, bro.
Wrong. Her friends wonder why she knows so much, and Akari is mad because she doesn't know why she's thinking so much about Jiro. Shiori bought stuff for Jiro, but Shiori reveals that Akari was the one who asked her to help him. Jiro is extremely grateful for Akari being the best wingman. Shiori brought him a gift that reminded her of when he also visited her when they were younger and gave her a head press when she was sick. She gives it to him now, and she goes into the kitchen, putting an apron on. Jiro is worried that he'll get the wrong idea again. Back in middle school, Shiori was about to transfer, and Jiro wanted to confess his feelings to her before she left. Right as he was about to ask, Shiori asks him if he will always be her friend even when she's gone. Jiro says that he will, and he remembers chickening out after being friend-zoned. He eats the food that Shiori...
My thing is, why would you ask a girl out? That is transferring schools and moving. I wouldn't, nigga, what the fuck? How am I supposed to get some?
Shiori made, and she's glad that he was able to eat it on his own. He realizes he missed his chance for her to feed him, and begins crying. He thinks Tenjin must be lucky for enjoying her food every day, but she reveals that they actually take turns cooking. Jiro reveals that he lets Akari take care of all the cooking, and that she is actually an amazing cook even though she doesn't look like it. Shiori asks if everything is going well between them. Jiro doesn't answer, but instead asks Shiori if everything is okay with her as he saw they have low ranking. He pretends to be nice, but it is really mostly because he wants to live with her. She thanks him and says that she is trying her hardest to succeed, and tells him that she thinks it would have been better if Jiro was her husband. She says that she's just joking, and begins to get up. Jiro holds her hand and tells her that she can do it, encouraging her and telling her to be more confident. He rushes under the bed and realizes that he shouldn't have lunged at her like that because it might have embarrassed her. He gets scared.
Bro, I be doing that shit where I be hiding after I be saying shit, but at the end of the day, if you're a man, you just gotta face it, dude.
Realizing that eventually she will be comfortable with Tenjin and be happy with him instead. As Jiro sleeps, she tells him that she was actually very happy that he called her out by her first name for once. She leans over his bed.
There's something.
The girls talk about Shiori to Akari, and call Shiori a sweet and pure girl. The girls think that Tenjin will end up falling for Shiori if
So they both cheated. But he only kissed her. The other girl had sex with a guy. Okay, let me shut up.
she begins making a move on him and asks her what she thinks of this. However, she doesn't seem to be paying attention at all and her mind is somewhere else. At the apartment, Shiori stops herself from almost kissing him as they're not married. She
Okay, good.
remembers the day she asked him to always be her friend.
Let this nigga just have 2 wives. Just let him have 2 wives. Low-key.
She wanted to make plans to see him, especially at Christmas, but before she could finish her plans, the saddened Jiro stood up and told her that he had to leave. My man friend-zoned himself.
I think we've all friend-zoned ourselves before, dog. It's the way of life, guys. It happens to everybody, I promise you. If you friend-zoned yourself, it's okay. There's more fish in the sea. They're flopping. You might be in love with this one, but there might be another one. Okay, let me get off my English accent. Alright.
She thinks that he will hear her out if she tried harder this time. Jiro asks her to talk with him and tells her that he will do his best to be her husband. He says that he'll do everything to make sure that she can end up with Tenjin. Akari thinks that's great, but doesn't understand why she feels so upset about it.
I mean, that's her fault. He must have a small ass dick. But that's her fault. Cause she's the one who was talking about it the whole time. Like, imagine if you're with a girl and she was talking about, you know what? That's not even a storyline, bro. That's not even real, bro. But this anime's a good 5.5 out of 10, an average. But I liked it. I mean, if there was more episodes to it, I kind of like the drama. I'm a drama type of guy. I love me some drama. Alright, I'm done. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm out of here.